sure you've all seen the Revan kit by now and seen the other game changes show you how to use them in Arena, but I'm going to go in the opposite direction as I usually do, and I'm going to show you how to actually beat the guy. Without a doubt, Revan is difficult and I have things pretty dialed in now and I'm beating him consistently. I'm just going to show you the mods that I'm using right here. Treya's speed really doesn't matter because they're going to go straight for it. Doesn't seem to matter what comp you use, Revan will go immediately after Treya, which makes sense because of Isolate and all that. As you see, I'm using 5-dot mods. No super slow Sith Trooper, because let's face it, speed doesn't even matter anyway. And it's Thrawn. That's actually pretty slow by my actual arena standards, so... Right, first things first, it doesn't matter how you mod these, because these Revan teams are so fast. They are very fast, and you're going to be swarmed right off the bat. What we need to do is use Fracture and Isolate as soon as we possibly can, but you have to get through the initial attacks. They're bound to mark Treya immediately, which allows them all to just go straight at her, and there's not really a lot you can do about it except hope and pray you don't die. Once done, we need to get Nihlus' Annihilate cooled down as quick as possible, because otherwise Jolee is just going to bring them straight back. And if Revan's still alive, he's just going to heal them completely with full health and protection and critical immunity. Right, let's give that to her so you get a few big power hits off. It's really, we're just biding time right now. There's not a lot we can do because Jolee's just going to bring any of the others back. So it's just shoot whoever you feel like shooting, wait until you can finally annihilate Revan, and then we can actually use some strategy in regards to getting rid of the others. Right, this should give me enough cooldowns. Right, we'll annihilate him on the next turn. Right, now they've got to deal with Scion. Anytime today. Right, let's get rid of Revan. Right, now a smart strategy would be to shut Jolee down so we can kill the others off. We want to get Isolate on him. That way he's not going to be reviving Yoda or Bastila when we start to pick them off. Right, that's that done. So let's get some of the cooldowns done. Doesn't really matter who we shoot with Sith Trooper. Let's face it, he's not going to be killing anyone in this battle. We're going to take out Yoda in a second. Alright, here we go. Let's deal with Yoda. Right, Thrawn should finish him, I'd imagine. Get rid of that Foresight and finish. Get rid of all these buffs. Get rid of Bastila now. If you're unfortunate enough to have lost Treya early, you're going to have to deal with Jolee first, unfortunately. Which, it can be a problem because obviously you're leaving the likes of Grandmaster Yoda and Bastila in the wild, and they're going to be doing a lot of damage and trying to pick off your team in the meantime. Okay, Bastila's almost done. Annihilate, and let's just finish Jolee off. Come on, give me one of my power shots. There we go. Alright, one more should do the job. And done. Okay, so I know what the pessimists are saying. Where are the Kenobis? What mods is Revan running? And so on. So I'm going to show you my own setup. They're going to be running full 6-dot sets, and I'm going to make use of the critical sets over offense because Revan has a fairly decent crit chance to begin with. Everyone is gaining crit damage up, and on top of his lead, it's going to be giving everyone an additional 5% critical chance per Jedi ally. That's a pretty solid reason to run crit sets over offense for me. So I'm just going to give you a quick look at these. They're quite disgusting. I mean, look at these secondaries and speed on top of like high offense and being 6-dot. And yet the Sith team are still going to be running 5. I've already shown you their mods right at the beginning of the video. We've got a plus 114 there. A crit chance is already at 48 before all the critical chance that he's going to be gaining from Revan's lead. My Hermit Yoda, I know this guy is so fast. There we go, 320. I don't think you can really say that's a slow Hermit. Ezra, just for that extra damage, he's always a threat if he's going to come back and hit you twice. Another high critical chance. And if that would actually click, General Kenobi up there at 255. Alright, let's get into this battle then. Revan is going to go straight for Traya. And at this level of mod, I would not be surprised if Traya gets killed very early. Yeah, she looks pretty much done. And that's what I mean, Ezra's double tap. Right, we've lost Traya. So this is pretty much a worst case scenario. Now, a lot of you are probably going to lose Traya when you're going up against these absolute disgustingly modded Revan teams. But I mean, this is going to be the top end of your arena shard. Not everyone has access to mods with 22 speed secondaries. So it's the same process. We need to get Annihilate, basically. We've got to get rid of Revan. I mean, we could attempt to wear down one of these guys, but it's going to be largely pointless. Revan's just going to heal them, and we can't kill anyone right off the bat because Revan will give them the full health and protection that I mentioned earlier on. So even without Jolie here, we're still going to need to rely quite heavily on Annihilate until Revan's out of the way. Alright, let's get that on. Come on, Nihilus. I don't know why I even put much thought into Sith Trooper's move, to be honest. Outside of getting rid of Foresight with the AoE, it's, you know, he's just there to take hits. Give it that Foresight. Okay, now we can actually get rid of him. Perfect. Now really, I mean, for me, I like to get rid of Ezra first. I know a lot of you would probably like to get rid of Yoda. I find Ezra just hits so hard. Plus, he's not quite as squishy as Yoda. Alright, let's get a Fracture over here. It's always my luck. As soon as I'm on the kill blow, I magically land a crit and Kenobi gets in my way. Unfortunately, we don't have Traya around for Isolate. Yoda's doing a fair bit of damage, but I still think Ezra's the real threat here. On top of that, he's going to be able to put protection up on people. And call assists. Come on, Nihilus. Ah, great. Foresight, so that's a waste. Foresight is really the main reason these battles get slowed down so much. Here we go again. Luckily, I can hit through it. And Sith Trooper's gone. Let's shut Yoda up a minute so we can actually kill. Okay, no, we've got a Taunt over here now. Alright, let's get rid of Ezra finally. And we can finish off Yoda, and then we can just deal with Kenobi at leisure, because I mean, he's not exactly an offensive threat. Yeah, right, let's just give it to him. Oh, Foresight, you're so much fun. Okay, this time is cutting a little close now. Finally. Okay, we got like 30 odd seconds to get rid of Kenobi, but I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, he is. Okay, done. Oh, that was a little bit lucky. Alright, this time, I'm going to show you, hopefully, how we can keep Traya alive. Now, most people in the top end arena, you're going to have some 6-dot mods, so let's get 3 protection primaries on her, and let's roll these to, well, slice these, sorry, to 6-dot. This is one of the most effective ways to survive in Imperial Probe Droid as well in my previous strategy where I showed you how to take out the Traya teams. This can be a real problem for those squads. Right, let's get that protection. Alright. Some additional protection for her. The speed's not really going to make any difference because Revan and everyone's going to go straight at her anyway. Alright, any second he'll mark her, and they're all off. We'll just sit around and hope we got enough protection and health now. Wow, this is looking a little bit rough. But I think most of their big hits are gone. Yeah, she's proven slightly tankier this time round. Okay, Kenobi's in the way. No Foresight. Oh, nice. We've got a couple of cooldowns there. If she can survive one more turn, we can actually use Isolate. She's getting close and TM, and he just took it all. Excellent. We're going to need to pass it with Thrawn. Okay, right, nice. Isolate Revan. Perfect. And it's gone. We should start getting a lot of health back and hopefully not be so heavily targeted now. Okay, we need to get Annihilate. We've got to get rid of Revan. Same process as always. We only have 1 to Annihilate, so that was kind of a waste, but whatever, right? Alright, let's start hitting Ezra. Let's fracture Kenobi, actually, because I want to go straight at Ezra as soon as I can. I'm going to Annihilate Revan any second now. Okay, maybe best not to target Ezra with Traya, because we kind of need to keep her around. Ezra hits hard with these 6-dot mods. Could use Scion right now to get rid of all these counter buffs. Perfect. Let's get Isolate, and then we ain't got to worry about keeping him fractured. That takes away that mass assist attack of his too. Oh, I thought that would do a bit more damage actually. Yeah, pain on. That was a disappointing amount of cooldowns. I survived again. Ezra's really hanging in there. Right, we got rid of him finally. Alright, let's fracture Yoda. We've got Kenobi isolated. This is going to be even easier than the previous time. I would do that for reasons. And Yoda's gone. Just Kenobi remaining. Much more time on the clock as well. And annihilate. Finished. Without a doubt, Revan is terrifying. He is the new Commander Luke because outside of 1 or 2 team comps, he will slaughter you. To top it off, Revan can just hit this team back without much difficulty. In fact, it's probably harder to lose than it is to win when using Revan on offense. Hopefully this will help those of you who have heavily invested in Traya like myself and prevent us all from falling out of the competitive ranks in Arena and deal with any nasty Revan surprises in territory wars. I have a second video coming showing how to win with Palpatine lead also, and we'll continue to play around, see what else I can find, seeing as PvP is kind of what I've become known for. You know the deal, like, subscribe, support me via Patreon if you wish, but until next time guys, we out of here.